This is not the original print, though. Because right on the back it says, a collector's item. Special collections of classic hit recordings by the brightest stars. So, right there. So it's not the original, but it's a reprint of the original album, which is good. Rock and Roll Fever, Volume 2. This has stuff like Surfing Bird, Pipeline, Wipeout, Down in the Boondocks, Sea Cruise. Just by K-Tel. They were really big in the 80s for making compilation records and cassettes. Phil Collins, Hello, I Must Be Going. You Can't Hurry Love was a hit off of this one. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, I Don't Care Anymore. Got the Cars first one. What the heck did I just drop? My Best Friend's Girl, Just What I Needed. Good Times Roll. Good album. Like the Cars. I know Retro Hunter, or I forget his name now. He's going to love this stuff here. Music from the sci-fi film composed by John Williams for Star Wars. The London Philharmonic Orchestra. Side 1 is main title Imperial Attack, Princess Leia's theme, Ben's death, and TIE Fighter attack. Land of the Sand People, the Return Home, and end title. And side 2 is called the Stereo Space Odyssey. It's got the theme from 2001, Battle of the Planets, Stellar. It's just a bunch of like music. Then we have the original soundtrack to Star Wars, baby. Then we have the original soundtrack, the story of Star Wars. This is the entire movie told in story form on a record. Then we have the original soundtrack to The Empire Strikes Back. A little beat up, but it still plays perfect. And then we have The Adventures of Luke Skywalker, The Empire Strikes Back. Featuring the voices of Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, Billy Dee Williams, Anthony Daniels, C-3PO, James Earl Jones as Darth Vader, Frank Oz as Yoda. That's just pretty. Then we got the story of Star Wars Return of the Jedi. I do not have the soundtrack, though. I'm not going to spend the money that people want for the stupid thing either, because it's a record. But that's cool that I have the entire story. And then we have a story from the Star Wars saga, Rebel Mission to Old Mantell. Rebel Alliance has just destroyed the dreaded Death Star, but their fight against the evil Galactic Empire is far from over. Forced to set up a new secret base in the inhospitable ice planet Hoth. The Rebels, but yeah, it's another story to like further along the story or the Star Wars universe. Really cool, actually. If you guys have a chance to ever find this and listen to it, it's a really good story, actually. Music Man by Waylon. This has a theme from the Dukes of Hazzard on it, and that is the main reason why I bought it. I think that's pretty much it. Then we have Waylon and Willie. Bought this because the mamas don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Yeah. We got Ted Nugent Live, Gonzo, 2 record sets. And I have to pull up the records to get the names of the songs, so let's not worry about that. It's Ted Nugent. It's live. It's good. Grab it. Listen to it. Ted Nugent, Free For All. It's a free for all. This also has, that's Dog Eat Dog on here, actually. And then I just bought this because I had no idea what it was. Rough Cut. I don't remember what it sounds like either. But here's an idea what it might sound like. There's the band. Alright, we got George Thorogood and the Destroyers, Move It On Over. Who Do You Love? Move It On Over. This, I don't know why I picked this up, probably because I thought it was going to be really hardcore, which is Wrath, Fit of Anger. With Children of the Wicked, What's Your Game, Abuse It, Fallen Angel, Breakdown. I don't know, I can't remember what that sounds like. Then we have Ramones, Rocket to Russia. Pretty good album. This one's got Cretin Hop, Rockaway Beach, Sheena's a Punk Rocker, awesome song there. We're a Happy Family, Teenage Lobotomy. Cover of Do You Want to Dance? A cover of Surfing Bird also. Funky Favorites. This one's just weird. It's got Bobby Pickett's Monster Mash, The Playmates doing Beep Beep, Snoopy versus the Red Baron, Junk Food Junkie, Purple People Eater. Top of Spaghetti. Just a bunch of kids, like, joke around songs, I guess. Also, oh no, that one's out by K-Tel. Then we have my AC/DC collection so far. Who Made Who? Which is basically the soundtrack to Maximum Overdrive. We got For Those About to Rock, We Salute You. Yeah. We got Highway to Hell. Girls Got Rhythm. Good song. Got Back in Black. Can't go wrong with good old AC/DC. We got Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. My favorite song here is Big Balls. But we've got the biggest balls of them all. Yes. AC/DC, If You Want Blood. And AC/DC, High Voltage. Because it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. We got Boston's 80s album with Amanda on it. That's the reason why I bought it, because I used to love Amanda when it was played on the radio. Def Leppard's Pyromania. This is before he lost his arm. It's got a photograph on it. Foolin', Rock of Ages. Doors, LA Woman. Love Her Madly, LA Woman. Riders on the Storm, good song. A phono picture disc of Strawberry Shortcake. I just bought it because it was $1 and it's a dang picture disc. Picture discs are really hard to find and they go up in value. Even stupid stuff like this probably is worth something. We got Johnny Paycheck's Greatest Hits Volume 2. Bought this because of Take This Job and Shove It, and I'm the only hell mama ever raised. Yeah. There we go. I bought this just because it was too funny that I found this. And that is Walt Disney Productions' Mousercise. I mean, I couldn't pass it out when I found that. It's just too funny. Got a pretty thick book in here, too. And we got Ozzy Osbourne's Blizzard of Oz, another great album. Crazy Train. And then I've got Bark at the Moon. Another good album. Not as good as Blizzard of Oz, but they did a great job in doing makeup on him to make the cover. Nazareth, Hair of the Dog. This one's got... yeah, Hair of the Dog. But it's a pretty good album. If anybody knows what Nazareth is. This one, I don't remember what this is either called. I bought it because it said Blessed Death, and I thought it'd be like hardcore stuff, but it turned out it wasn't. Looks like it's a local band from New Jersey. Tungsten Records Incorporated, Old Bridge, New Jersey. From 1985. That's what they look like there. Rant and Rave with the Stray Cats, pretty good album. This one has She's Sexy 17 and actually it's just a good album all around. It's a good record. Recorded live, 2 record sets, Sha-Na-Na-Na, Sha-Na-Na, the golden age of rock and roll. Check that picture out. See if I get it in the frame there. Look at that. Look at them dressed like that. And they do a bunch of 50s music at the Hob. Rock and Roll Is Here to Stay. Hound Dog, Great Balls of Fire. Run Around Sue, 16 Candles. Pretty Little Angel Eyes. Why Do Fools Fall in Love? Little Darling. Ramalama Ding Dong. Yeah. Fleetwood Mac Rumors. Pretty good album here. This one's got Secondhand News, Never Going Back, Don't Stop. The Chain You Make, Loving Fun, Gold Dust Woman, good stuff. Got Kiss Destroyer, Detroit Rock City, baby. Do You Love Me? Shout It Out Loud, and Beth. This I have no idea what this sounds like, but this is Rodney Dangerfield's No Respect. And yes, he does not get no respect because he's reading a paper and a dog's pissing on him. This is just odd. I got this from my friend's dad when he passed away. Still Sealed. A memorial album, his most famous speeches and comments. This is actually stuff recorded that JFK actually spoke, I want to say. Dark Side of the Moon. We all know what this is, Pink Floyd. Good to go on that one, because I'm already going up to 25 minutes here. Jewel, Pieces of You. I was a really big fan of her when she first came out, and the reason why I bought this is it's a 2-record set, 2 sides each record, and side D, you can't really see it because I kept the plastic on it, has a bunch of unreleased songs. Emily, Rocker Girl, Everything Breaks, Cold Song, Angel Needs a Ride. Then they were eventually released on her singles. Billy Joel's Greatest Hits, Volume 1 and Volume 2, 2 record sets. We got Moving Out, Say Goodbye to Hollywood, Just the Way You Are, Big Shot, It's Still Rock and Roll to Me, Uptown Girl, yeah. Oops, I just dropped something out of this one, but it is Purple Rain soundtrack. Probably my all-time favorite Prince album. And actually, I keep this in with it, is the shortened radio version for Purple Rain on Purple 45. On the opposite side is a song called God that was in the movie but not on the soundtrack. Oh yeah, no, when doves cry, blah blah blah. Great soundtrack, I think. Pretty good. I like it. Soundtrack to Stand By Me. Cool movie pictures on the back there, or shots of the movie actually. Yeah, where he starts crying and stuff. This is such a great movie. And because it takes place in the 50s, I wanted the soundtrack on vinyl, because I love the movie. We've got the full-size single for the Lands of a Thousand Dances by All Star Wrestlers from the wrestling album. And I actually have the first wrestling album. Songs like Captain Lou's History of Music by Captain Lou Albano, Cara Mia, Don't Go Messing with the Country Boy, Hulk Hogan's theme, Real American, Tutti Frutti, Land of a Thousand Dances, Grab Them Cakes, which is by Junkyard Dog. Yeah, The Wrestlers, Tutti Frutti is by Me, Gene Okerlund, Cara Mia by Nuckley Volkoff, Don't Go Messing with the Country Boy by Hillbilly Jim, if anybody remembers that dude. Real American by Derringer. Get Your Heart Out Rick Springfield by Jimmy Hart. For Everybody, Roddy Piper. Yeah, it's just, I mean, look at all the wrestlers. And then there's Roddy Piper yelling at Roddy Piper. You can see that that's actually him pointing at himself. But alright, that is it for my record collection. I don't know what the heck I just got, but alright. Wow, almost 30 minutes. It's going to take a while for everybody to watch. So I'm going to say goodbye. Enjoy. Collect records. It's kind of fun. It sounds cool.